Today, I'm walking you through the steps to get your email newsletter set up and get it rolling. And you'll want to watch to the end of the video because I'll be sharing some key strategies you can use to get your audience to actually sign up for your newsletter list. So the first step in setting up your newsletter list is to choose a platform. These could be through free services or paid subscriptions. A free service could be MailChimp. I know that they have a great interface, they're very user-friendly, and I know they have a really great output and look very professional. They're also paid subscriptions, so there's Flowdesk, there's Kajabi, there's ConvertKit, there's even going through your Squarespace website. And while I use Squarespace for my website, and I absolutely love Squarespace, I actually use Flowdesk for my newsletter list. I just really enjoy the way that they look. I've been using them for a while, so that's what works for me. And if you're interested in checking out Flowdesk, I'll put a link in the description where you'll receive 50% off your first year of signing up. So the next step to start your email list is decide on frequency. I would honestly recommend you start by committing to sending your newsletter list once a month. Now, the next step to that is not just sending it once a month, but sending it the same day every month. This could look like the third Thursday of every month, or the first Monday of every month, or the first Friday of every month. For me, I send my studio newsletter the first Friday of every month, and then I send out my newsletter for artists called Confessions of an Art Business Owner the second Wednesday of every month. Now, I recommend doing this for a few reasons. Number one, it keeps things very straightforward for your subscribers on when they can expect to hear from you. It almost helps train them to keep their eyes open in their inbox because they know when they should be receiving an email from you. The second reason is because it will help keep you accountable and actually sending it out. And the third reason is because I really never like the idea of popping into people's inboxes only when I'm selling things. While yes, I run an art business, I sell things, and I don't shy away from selling things, I like my newsletters to have a more community and friendly chat feel rather than a sales pitch feel. So the next part of deciding on the frequency is also deciding when you are going to write it. Block that time out on your calendar so that'll keep you consistent as well. Okay, so you've decided on the platform and you've decided when you're going to send it. Now the next step is knowing what to include in that email. I think it's great to start these emails off with like a little life update or just kind of have that little friendly catch-up feel to where it's maybe one small paragraph just to showcase what's going on in your life. And then I like to keep things sectioned from there. So you can include events and exhibitions that you have, collections that you're creating and working on, new artwork that's in the works. And I really like including those because it almost feels like a what to expect kind of part in your email. If you have any sales coming up or you'll be launching some new product, definitely include those magazine features that you have, any podcast interviews. And if you have something to sell, always include a button to shop in your email so people know. I would say in every email, include a call to action, whether that is to visit your available paintings in your shop, to check out the new products you have listed, listen to an interview that you have, read an article that you're featured in. And taking all that a step further, if you're not sure how to format it or how you'd like it to look, one tip that I have is to sign up for other artists' emails that you enjoy following and see the frequency that they send the emails, what their emails look like, how they're designed, how the overall flow is, and how it feels. From there, you'll be able to decide what you enjoy seeing, how you want yours to look. It'll kind of help that whole design process in your mind. The next step in starting an email newsletter list is to gather email. The first place would be social media. If social media disappeared tomorrow or you get locked out of your account for any reason, you want to be able to get in direct contact with your audience and your #1 fans. So in your captions, mention that you have a studio newsletter list and that you'll be sending out on XYZ day of the month. You can add it to your Instagram stories. You can maybe have a little video of you writing the email or just kind of a little teaser and allow people to send you their email address where you can get it added to the list. Also in your Instagram profile link, instead of just using that link to send people directly to your website, which is a whole nother conversation in and of itself, design it in a way where you can have different buttons. If someone clicks your link in your Instagram bio, it will actually showcase specific areas, whether that's to the original paintings that are available on your website, to prints, to sign up for your newsletter list, even just to go to your full-on website. Give them options, lay it out specifically, and have one of those options be to sign up for your newsletter list. Another area where people can sign up for your newsletter list would be your website. Now, I consider this more of an inactive way to gather emails, but I think that it's really important because a lot of people that are visiting your website may want to continue to stay in touch, so they will automatically scroll to the bottom of your website and look for that area where they can drop their name and their email and keep in touch. And of course, another place to gather emails would be at events. If you're a vendor or have a booth, I would recommend having a clipboard where people can sign up for your newsletter list, even a sign that has a QR code that people people can scan with their phones that takes them directly to where they can sign up for your list. Now, this brings me to the big tip that I mentioned earlier in this video about how to actually get people to sign up for your newsletter list. Our inboxes are sacred spaces. I know that a lot of people don't want to sign up for another newsletter that's just going to flood their inbox. So I know it may take more than just a form on a clipboard to get people to sign up for your newsletter list. There are a few incentives you can offer, the first being a giveaway. It could be absolutely something small, maybe a small product that you offer like a coffee mug, a notebook, a calendar, or even a small piece of original artwork. Mention that by signing up for your newsletter, they'll be entered into the giveaway to receive that item. And after the event, when you send out the emails to everyone saying who the winner of the giveaway was, it's a great opportunity to kind of package it into a very small, short, concise intro email where you're just mentioning maybe 2 or 3 things about yourself, your art, fun facts, your pet, anything like that. I would also include in that very short intro email when they can expect to hear from you on a monthly basis. Another incentive for people to sign up for your newsletter list is to offer early bird access for collection launches. So I like to create my artwork in collections, and when I'm launching my new collection, I will actually send a private link to my newsletter list for them to have early access before it actually goes live on my website. They can look at the artwork that's available and really get that VIP treatment. Another way to incentivize people to sign up for your newsletter list is to offer a discount. I have seen some artists offer maybe like around a 10% discount on people's first purchase when they sign up for their newsletter list, so that's an option too. The next step to start an email list is to challenge yourself that maybe for the next 3 months, you are going to be consistent in emailing your newsletter list at the same day each month that you committed to yourself. I personally just like to do things in a 90-day process. I feel like it's a great way to kind of build that habit, to stay consistent, and also gather data on what's working and what's not. Hopefully you found this helpful, and if you want to learn more about running an art business, then subscribe to my channel to stay in the loop. Chat soon.